You like that? 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 You like that?
What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today we are going to talk Emmanuel Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes, a lot of people are interested in this guy. A lot of people have been asking me to break him down. And originally I was not going to. When I watched the film, saw a lot of things that I didn't really like. You know, the leggy transitions, and we'll get into that right off the bat here. Leggy transitions, right? Too many gather steps like we talked about with Mekhi Blackman. And I think he set some kind of record for interceptions. But when you watch the tape, a lot of the interceptions are really fluky, terrible throws or decisions from the quarterback. Receivers dropping balls, bobbling them, and they just end up in his hands. A lot of the interceptions were lucky, but there were some really impressive instinctive interceptions that he had. So I was like, meh. Usually when I see something like that, I just decide, I'm not going to break it down. But I found his tape versus Jameson Williams last year, and my opinion on him is a little bit different now. So let's just jump right into this thing, okay? So right off the bat here, okay, we talked about the leggy transitions, all right? Well, J-Mo is running this little stick route here, and let's watch Forbes' feet here. Let's look at Forbes' feet. In and out of the break, super efficient with his feet, no leggy transition there. And then the other thing about this clip that's really awesome is the explosion, the burst. Look at how quickly he bursts into Jameson Williams here. Very, very impressive rep. He ran 4.3 at the combine. All of his combine numbers were great, super explosive, and that showed on that clip right there. All right, so next play here. Got him up here, top of the screen. Okay. Pedal. Again, look at how quickly he sticks his foot in the ground and turns. Some of this is just not on tape, but this game showed me he's more than capable of doing it. And then the other thing you got to see is the hips. Look at these corkscrew hips. How quickly he can flip his hips back around and get back on top of this route. Really good job. Ends the rep exactly how I like corners to end their reps, hands on the receiver, okay? So now next one. Again, same thing, corkscrew hips. Very efficient with his feet, even though he was spun around to start. Very efficient with the feet. Bang! Flips around, gets on top of it. Another thing about him, he kind of reminded me of a Trayvon Diggs kind of guy when I was watching some of the other film, in the sense of like he was kind of a gambler. His jumping routes, staring at the quarterback a little bit too often, and sometimes that pays off, sometimes it doesn't. In this game, and we'll see in more of the clips, the eye discipline when he was playing Jameson Williams was phenomenal. Look at the eyes on the hip, right? Down on his hip, not looking back at the quarterback. It's backyard football, and he's sticking with J-Mo, one of the fastest receivers we've ever seen in college football. Like, that is a really good scramble drill rep. So now we got him down here at the bottom of the screen. He's in his pedal. And so J-Mo tries to give him this little tempo here in this route, right? So he slows it down and tries to make him think, am I breaking in? Am I breaking out? And then he turns the jets on. Well, look at how patient Forbes is. Look at how patient he is in his pedal, eyes down, on the hip, all over the receiver. Not fooled. It's a really good job of just reading tempo and letting the receiver dictate to me what the route is going to be. So now we got him down here, bottom of the screen. Similar thing here, right? J-Mo tempos him off the ball, gives him a little bit of a little mini rocker step there, and he gets hands on the hip. And then at the end of the clip, before they go out of the screen, I want you to see really good eye discipline, eyes down. And then once he gets in phase, immediately gets his eyes back to see if the ball is being thrown while squeezing him, trying to squeeze him to the sideline. Really good rep right there. These are really quality reps. So this one, again, right? So this one, the transition is a little bit leggy, right? So we get that, right? A little bit of inefficiency with the feet here, but still, gets down on top of the route, and then again, scramble drill. J-Mo pivoting out of this route, right? And where are the eyes? The eyes are not back at the quarterback. He's not staring, expecting the ball to come. They're down on the hip. And again, never looks back at the quarterback. Keeps his eyes on his target. This is a phenomenal rep right here, okay? So, that's the last clip I wanted to show you. There are some warts with his game. I think that he is not going to be good in the run game, right? Like, not very physical on the stock blocks. Pretty consistent amount of missed tackles and things like that. But from a coverage standpoint, watching those clips, I'm very big, and this might be one of the reasons why I'm not as big on some of the other guys that people love and think are some of the best corners in this draft. I'm really big on watching the tape when you go up against an NFL receiver, right? A guy that is going to be a first-round pick or a guy that has already gone to the NFL and showed us some things that he can play. I like to watch how corners compete against those guys. And when I saw this told me this dude has got something, okay? Very slender, slight dude, only 160 pounds at 6 feet, so really, really thin, really small frame. But from a coverage standpoint, similar to Jack Jones last year, right? From a coverage standpoint, this dude is a baller, okay? So I'm interested to see where he's going to go. I do think that first round is too high for him just because there are too many flaws in his game. But who knows? Somebody might take a chance on him. I think he's a second to third round pick. So we'll see what ends up happening in the draft. But I just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to hear my thoughts on Emmanuel Forbes. And in the next video, we'll break down somebody else. So as always, you know what it is. It's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.